Greetings all, Frog here. Let's play some GeoGuessr. This is a 3-minute world challenge. The background music today is taken from Europa Universalis 4 and Crusader Kings 2. Check those out. You can get the soundtracks directly off of Steam. It kind of looks like Australia. You can get the sound. Oh, there you go. You can get the soundtracks directly off of Steam, as well as the games themselves. Thank you to Paradox Interactive for allowing YouTube broadcasters to use the music in this way. It is very much appreciated. And hopefully they get some extra music sales. Because honestly, as a soundtrack, this is great. Like, I'll be listening, or I'll be reading primarily to, just various things. I read a lot of Kiki K. I read some George R. R. Martin, of course. G25 is the road number. I also listen to, a bunch of other stuff. Or read a bunch of other stuff. And while I'm doing that, I listen to music like this. It makes me feel epic. Bethungra, 33 kilometers to Bethungra. The Nangus Road takes you to Gundagai and Juni. G28. I don't know where you'd get a G road, to be honest with you. I feel like you wouldn't. It seems like something the Victorians would do, doesn't it? They got C roads, but I don't think they've got any G roads. But it does seem very, very Victorian. Gundagai and Juni and Bethungra. We're not going to get to any of those places. They're very, very far from where we are. Which makes me think we're like somewhere up in here. I've got some time to look. This isn't a race, although the faster I go, the more I could do. But you don't want to think that way. I think it's Victoria. Then, of course, I'm going to guess. Right now, the Australians are screaming at me, but the G roads are in Tasmania! And I'll be like, oh, okay, that's good. That's cool. It seems Victorian. I'm going to Victoria. I'm going to say somewhere in here. NSW? NSW. The Nangus Road. It doesn't have a G designation, so I don't know what that means, really. It means I need some more ginger ale. I have been so parched the last few days. I think it's because at work I've started getting in the habit of drinking like 6 or 7, like 16-ounce glasses of water. Straight up water, too. I mean, like, I don't drink a lot of water generally, but I'm trying to do more. Oh my god. We're in a men's apparel store. We're in a discount men's apparel store. Why are we in an apparel store? In Bangladesh? Is that where that writing is? Yes, we appear to be in a discount men's clothier store in Bangladesh. Look, I know I need a new outfit, GeoGuessr, but you don't have to be so obvious about it. That's very rude. No bargaining, it says. Which is strange, because isn't that part of the culture? Maybe that's the point. No bargaining, it says. No bargaining. We're really just in a store. We cannot leave. We're stuck here forever. We're in a Bangladeshi store. That is so strange. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Why is there Google Street View in a Bangladeshi store? I don't see any, levels we can go to either. That is so weird. Well, I'm just going to assume we're in Dhaka then. Because where else are we going to be? We're over here, right? I mean... Oh, no, we're not. We were not in Bangladesh. We were in Gandhar? Is that what that says? No, Kandnagar. We were in the Gandhar market. That is so weird. GeoGuessr, you never cease to amaze me. Okay, yeah. Honestly, I shouldn't complain. We haven't had a lot of Cyrillic. Stolovaya? Okay. Gosh, yeah. city. Telefonia. That's a P. That's a phi. That's a F sound. Telefonia. Grossnecht. Where's my... No, my wife's been cleaning. Where's my sheet? Oh, no! Aha! I see it. I'm going to knock the microphone, I think. I did bump it. I'm sorry. Oh, that's prospect. Prospect. That makes much more sense. Grossgrecht doesn't make any sense. Lenina. Let's go the direction of the prospect. This looks very Muscovite. This looks like a big road. Get me up there. Alright, that's fine. I'll go next to it. That's alright. That's acceptable. We'll get up there in a second. Yeah, it looks very, very Muscovitian. Artomovskaya? Artomovskaya. These signs are very intriguing, but I don't know enough about them to know exactly what it's trying to tell me. I think they're places. Udmurtskaya. Okay. I don't think this is a Guns, Drums, and Steel music, though. I think this is just the base game music. Guns, Drums, and Steel is very awesome. You can buy that off of Steam as well. I recommend it, honestly. All this music is top-notch. They did a really good job with this. 30 frames second in, 30 frames a second out. 23 seconds to click by Moscow. That's really basically what we've got going for us. So we will. We're going to say we're down by Podolsk. No, we were in Nizhny Novgorod, actually. Smack dab in the middle of it, to be honest with you. That's cool. Next round. United States of America. And to the republic for which it stands, one nation indivisible with liberty and justice for all. Yes, I did skip it, because it shouldn't be part of the pledge in the first place. And if you'd like to get into an argument about that, I would be happy to do so. We will resort to fisticuffs if necessary. Because I believe that putting that phrase under God, by its own existence, causes there to be division in the states. And the whole point is that we are one nation indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And you may say, but Frog, clearly the United States is a Christian nation founded by Christians. And I will say to you clearly, it is not a Christian nation founded by Christians. Indeed, most of the signers of the original Declaration of Independence and the Constitution were indeed not full practicing Christians. At best, they could be described as monotheists. But most of them would have been self-proclaimed... Do not pass. Wow, those signs are bigger than you expect. Most of them would have been self-proclaimed humanists. But even barring that, one of the beautiful things about this country, and what truly makes it the land of the free and the home of the brave, is that we are not a country that is designed to persecute in such a way as to force a religion upon a person. And I think a lot of people need to realize that. And this got really serious. But anyway, the under God part wasn't added to the Pledge of Allegiance until the 50s. I don't know the exact timing on that, but... And I think I'd like to point that out, too, that as an American, we pledge our allegiance not to any one person, but strictly to the flag. So we pledge our allegiance to a flag, which, is slightly bonkers. But then we also do to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This is the United States, that flag over on the left, which we did see. If you missed it, go back about 10 seconds. That's not helpful. It looks Maine-esque, But with a crappy camera, there's really no way to know for sure. So, I'm going to guess Maine. That will be my guess. Because it looks Maine-esque. It could be northern Michigan as well. Oh, bloody hell. It's upstate New York. Alright, well, that's fine, too. We can do that. Upstate New York, somewhere by, like, Saranac. Wow! Holy smokes! Wow! That's pretty good. Just outside of Harrison. Had I gone south, I would have gotten to Harrison. We were in the Adirondacks. I can't take any credit for that. That's just divinity. And you could argue, too, South Africa now, that, well, clearly you're just one of them atheists or blah, blah, blah. No, I mean, I'm a devout Roman Catholic. We've talked about this before in the past. But I'm one of those pesky Catholics that has an informed conscience, and so develops a morality system based on what, I believe to be correct. Because that's the whole point of Catholicism, that many Catholic teachers do not wish to teach you, is that Catholicism and indeed the teachings of Jesus, and again, this is getting very serious, but remember, this is also what my master's degree is about. The whole point is to examine what you experience in the world and what you see, and to develop a moral code that you feel is consistent with what the teachings of Jesus were proclaimed to be. So in my case, I believe very firmly that equality and justice for all people is very important. Men, women, young, old, black, white, and everything in between. And to then purposely, exclude people, well, you don't worship the same God that I worship, so you must be... No, because that's the whole point, right? It's very Old Testament. And the whole point is that the God figure in the Old Testament changes between then and the New Testament. You say, well, frog, God is immutable. He is all. He is ever-changing. I'm sorry, he is ever stable. And my argument is that, well, no, he is ever-changing because he is all-encompassing. And because of that, you get a lot of... you have to be flexible, right? Because if you know anything that is to come and will be, then you have to be cognizant of how all of that works. All right, R59. R59, where are you? This is not a trunk road system. Okay, it's not one of the main national roads. I was kind of hoping, but we sort of knew that wasn't going to be the case. There's R56. They're not exactly in order, but, I mean, they're kind of close, right? And there's 61. So somewhere in between the two, 59 will be. It's just it could be anywhere across the entire damn country. So it's a bit of a challenge. It's fine. So yeah, I mean that was this got very religious very fast. I'm gonna say we're by Bloemfontein. No, it was farther north than that. By Redefort. It's just... That actually was the name on the sign. I probably should have looked for that. I just think if we spent more time liking each other... You don't have to love each other. I'm not suggesting go that far, but if we spent more time liking each other and less time hating each other, this world would be a better place, wouldn't it? That's your philosophical hour, courtesy of Frog. This is what I think about when I'm on the way to go to one of the most capitalistic places on Earth. Oh man, because I mean, you can say whatever you want about Walt Disney's mission, and I mean, I don't know about the whole Nazi thing. I wasn't there, right? I can't claim that. It seems that he certainly was friendly with the Germans, but one way or the other, his dream for Disney was supposed to be trying to design a utopian community, which is what Epcot is all about. And then, it turns into this, as soon as he's dead, crass, absolute commercialism. But it's a lot of fun, probably. I don't know, I haven't been in 20 years, but I'm guessing it's going to be fun. And that's where we're going. And instead I spent this entire GeoGuessr talking about the grace of God in United America. I mean, it's a weird world. Let me know what you think about all that actually in the comments, because I'm kind of curious to see how people are going to react to this. If you like it, great. If you hate it, that's fine too. Just let me know. I hope you did like it. If you did, click that like button. It'll really help to help those search rankings out and maybe get more of the Philosopher Frog back in action. I don't know. So please do subscribe to the channel to stay updated to everything as it happens. And until next time, cheers.